Type 5 carry, and all you need to know about this new tier 8 premium tank, which is also the first Japanese tank destroyer in the game, coming with quite a juicy 500 alpha damage, which ranks just in the middle of SU 130 PM and Scorpion G. It has 252 normal AP penetration and a whopping 298 with premium AP. 298 AP ammo in tier 8? This is actually quite nuts because AP likes to go through tanks like through butter. I tried it out with two setups, rammer hardening and vents for more brawling maps, and improved aiming rammer vents for more sniping maps, and I can say gun handling was holding up with both of those setups. Getting your aim time down to 1.85 seconds, accuracy under 0.3, on the top of that -7 degrees of gun depression makes the overall firepower pretty damn strong, and slightly under 2900 DPM with standard equipment units. I was testing it out with standard equipment units. And of course there are some other equipment units which can fit on the tank, like turbo or improved rotation mechanism. Mobility from this type of tank I was expecting a bit worse, but 40 top speed with 18 reverse, over 16 power to weight ratio and 46 reverse speed makes it actually quite maneuverable. Taking shots and pulling away from the reach is quite easy without taking damage back, from some distance of course. Survivability of this tank is okay at the best, I would say. A big hull which is easily penetrable by any tier 8 tank with standard rounds in the game. The only area that can bounce shots is the upper hull area, where it has 220 to 230 of effective armor. But the size though, 50 millimeters, which makes it super weak versus any HE and of course versus artillery. And in the intuition meta, this is not the hardest thing to do. And oh yes, of course, because it doesn't have a turret, not the hardest tank to outplay actually. If you have some hit points while going against this big gun, of course. Not the best camo, not the best view range, but if you have good crew, use ventilation, food and pick the view range field mode, you can still get it over 445 without using optics. But if you don't do that, you know, around 430, 425. You can play it quite aggressively in tier 8 battles, up to tier 8 battles, in tier 9 battles more passively, and in tier 10 battles definitely more of a sniper support role. So all in all, if I would say this is absolute garbage of a tank, absolute trash, I would be lying over here. And as it is a loot box premium tank, first Japanese one, they wanted to make it good. We all knew it is going to be at least decent, which it felt to be. But I would still not rate it for my Scorpion G or SU 130 PM or SH TVP 100. I would not do that. So if you have any of those vehicles, do you really need this one? The saddest thing about this carry is the release method. Of course, loot boxes. So if you do not have most of the tanks from the boxes already and still want to get it, be ready to pay a ridiculous price for it, which it definitely is not worth in my opinion. Simply don't get milked. Stay cool, gamers.